Now we're doing our tour of Stone Town, which is called Darajani. The reason why they call it Stone Town is it used to be flooded with water, and then the colonists and settlers laid down stone to flatten it and actually make roads. So that's why it's known as Stone Town.
This is a place where people come to buy like Swahili culture, like heads, like dates. Date is original from Arabic nation.
Yes.
Date.
So the buildings were from the colonists, and what they did was they took sand, sea coral, and cement to make the materials to build. So it makes it very strong. The colonists that came were first the Portuguese, and then the British, and then the Arabs. So this is the central market. It's divided into 4 sections. You have the fish market, spice market, fruit market, and meat market. It's a hustle and bustling place. The island of Zanzibar was a spot for slave trading, so they have a memorial dedicated to how the slaves were treated. And next to that is East Africa's first Anglican church, because most of Zanzibar is Muslim, so we got to go inside the church.
The place where the slaves were kept. So slaves, as I told you, they were kept in very terrible condition, because that time it was only dark. There was no even enough oxygen. And this place is estimated like 75 slaves were kept inside.
75.
This place is only for the men, and that place for the women. Women are known as like 50 slaves were keeping around. So some of them even they were dying because of some disease like cholera and malaria. Because that time is like communicable diseases. So even some of them they were dying because of not lack of enough oxygen. Because that time we had only that 3 window for an oxygen. So and the number of people is higher than the oxygen. So some of them they were even dying. So as I told you that the slaves were keeping in this way before going on the auction. And this chain is used to control them in the neck. You can have it, you can imagine this. This is for the young and this is for the children. We are at in the Old Fort. This Old Fort is built by the Portuguese in 17th century, and it was camp of the army. But then it changed to be the railway, to be the station of railway. But after the Zanzibar Revolution, it changed again to be the exhibition place. And nowadays we have place for the music and a place for the film performances. This place is for the music performances. Every February we have international film festival, where many international artists they come from all over the world to perform their works. Century and a half. 150 years. This door we have 2 kinds of door in Zanzibar. We have Indian door and Arabic door. The rounded one.
We also stopped for lunch, so our guide took us to a local Swahili cuisine restaurant. And even though it was, I think, past 2 p.m. by this point, it was still very crowded, but they have a nice fresh juice bar. And then you order a bunch of different options on the menu. So here's a look at what some of it looked like. I got a biryani rice and meat dish. And then Jeremy got some samosas with a curry dish.
The first spices is ginger and sugar and black pepper. So Zanzibar people in Zanzibar is very famous because people they love it, and even sometimes they take it many to bring to put their home for biting. You bite and the seed you remove it away.
Of course, walking around is always my favorite part. You get to see how the buildings look, the different alleyways, what people are selling in the shops, the different colors, the culture, the fashion.
Sugar cane is from the field, so it's not included with any chemical.
Yum.
Sugar cane mixed with the lemon and ginger. Very good in trade.
Ooh.
The lemon and ginger sometimes moving over and then viral. Very good in assessment for heart. Yes.
Okay.
That is the number one sugar cane dish of Zanzibar. No chemical, no sugar. That is the natural. Wanna try just one? Take away.
Sure.
Once.
Yeah.
Just one.
Just one.
Everything you like.
Yes.
This piece of lemon, this piece of ginger.
Okay. Here, come here. Ooh, it's cold.
Yeah, it's good. Mixed with the ice.
Sugar cane, lemon, lime,
Sugar cane
ginger,
mixed with the lemon, ginger, and eggs.
and eggs. Yum. Freddie Mercury was born in Zanzibar, so they have a museum dedicated to him. So we went inside, and it's actually in the old house that he used to live in, and you can rent the room up top if you want for a fee. Says that he stayed in Zanzibar until the age of 8 and then was sent to India. There's also a room upstairs that you can rent for the night if you want to stay where Freddie Mercury was born. It's $150 a night. And that was our tour of Stonetown. It took about 3 to 4 hours if you include the stop for lunch, and we were with our guide the entire time. So it was nice to walk around. It was definitely very, very hot. So if you stay tuned for my next video, it will be our next adventure in Zanzibar, which was snorkeling with the fishies and then swimming with turtles.